doing? I'm gonna address something in this video today. A couple of complaints. Small amount of people, small group of people that have complained about me using the word coward in my videos, in some of my YouTube videos. So I thought I'm gonna take my time and respond to them, because one thing I've refused to do over the years, and I'm glad I did and I stick to it. I'm not going to argue with people online via the comments. I'm just not going to do it. Life's too short. It's too negative. And a lot of the times, what people say over writing, underneath YouTube videos or emails or messages, sometimes people won't say that in person. So people can be really nasty and derogatory and spiteful and abusive in comment sections, and sometimes people are way nicer in person. And also as well, I don't want to say things that I don't mean, or it gets taken out of the wrong context. So that at least when I do a video, you see me from face value, and I honestly believe that that's decent, that shows courage, it shows integrity, and it gives me a chance to respond to the criticism and the concern of some people. But I have to say this before I go on. We're talking about a small amount of people versus so many people all around the world have personally sent me messages. I can't even tell you the amount. It's too many to even remember. I'd have to go through my Gmail, but they're all in my email. They're all stored in there. It will take me hours to go through. One day I probably will. Facebook messages, Gmail messages, YouTube messages, the amount of people that come up to me on the street and shake my hand who say, "You changed my life. I can't thank you enough for your videos, your story." And so many people say, "Your best videos that you do that have helped me the most are your coward videos, because you're one of the very few people who actually tells me the truth about myself, things about myself that I know that are true, that I found hard to admit to, and other people around me are not as honest and forthcoming as you are." And the passion in which you say it has motivated me to improve my life and make positive changes in so many different ways. It's actually made me start treating people better. It's made me less angry. It's helped me to get therapy. You've helped me to get a girlfriend, to start a family. So I've changed people's lives around the world, and I'm only saying what's true. I'm not saying it because I'm arrogant or because I think I'm this. I don't think that. I'm only saying because it's the truth, right? So it's a small amount of people that have. I'll tell you exactly how many people it is. I can count on one hand. It's 3 people. 3 people have been grossly offended by me saying, men are cowards if they don't face their fears in life, or if they blame their parents, or if they choose to be negative or towards other people. Majority, I'd say 95% of people are saying, even women have said it on my post, have said this is fantastic. I'm just making a point of saying this. Men have said it's brilliant. Women have said, a lot of people have actually said, in a positive way, it's made them laugh, because people can tell, well, some people can't, many people can tell, I'm not saying it from a bad place. I'm not saying it out of spite or nastiness or hatred. I'm saying it because I care, because I care about guys that suffer with anxiety disorders, and who some of them are feeling suicidal, they're feeling clinically depressed, they haven't got any friends, they're just petrified, because I am one of them. I felt like that myself. And what people have to understand is, you have to understand the way I was brought up. This is a new generation. That's how my dad brought me up. That's how people were around my area, my community. My dad said it to me. And I didn't always like it when I was growing up. And he said, sometimes he said things that were more ruder than that. And if he didn't say those things to me, obviously out of tough love, because he cared, he didn't want to see me put my life down the toilet, I might not be alive today. I might have committed suicide easily. I could have easily done that with what I was going through many years ago. And in my experience, it can be a real danger being around people that are not honest with you, that lie to you, that tell you, yeah, you're doing great, man. You know, you're taking drugs. You know, you're close to destroying yourself, and you've got someone around you saying you're doing great. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to dishonor people like that, and I'm not going to dishonor myself, because I consider myself a really honest, decent person. Far from perfect. Obviously, everyone makes mistakes. I've always been open about that. And when someone accuses me of being not compassionate to men that are suffering with mental illness, I know that's 100% not true. My family know that's not true. I've got loads of compassion. I've been through a mental health breakdown, and if I felt what I was saying was horrible or nasty, I wouldn't say it, because there's plenty more words that are far more grossly offensive. And the names that I've been called over the years, I'm not complaining. There's negative people. People have called me a cunt. You know, people have said personal things about my family, about girlfriends. They've threatened me. I've had all these things, but I don't complain about it, because it's part of life. It's part of toughening up. We live in a world where there's negative, nasty people. But I don't let it bother me, because I'm not worried about people who go out their way to say that. So I'm not going to stop using the word. If it offends you, then that's your own issues. You'll have to deal with it. I'm not saying someone who feels suicidal or depressed is a coward. I've never said that, right? I always say in my videos, God forbid, even as a Christian, right? I'm a Christian by faith. I don't think there's any more person compassionate as I am for someone who's going through that. I've been through it. I've told you know that about me. So if someone's going through that, they're not a coward. You're not a coward if you suffer with psychosis. You're not. You're not a coward if you suffer with severe social anxiety. I've never said that. And you're not a coward if you get depressed. What I'm saying is, if you face the fear, you could do so much better in your life. And if you've got the strength to do it, then do it. Because if not, you're choosing to be a coward. If you haven't got the strength and your mental illness is so bad, then you need to get professional help. And that's not being a coward. But blaming everyone else and blaming the world, and what a lot of guys tend to do, blaming women or blaming their parents or blaming other men, that's not going to help you. That's not going to improve your mental health. So I'm sorry. You are being a coward. If you go online and you say nasty things about people because you're jealous because they make more money than you, or because they're more popular than you, you're acting like a coward, because you wouldn't say that to their face. I would say to any man's face what I say on the videos, especially in the right context. I'm not going out in the street walking up to strangers saying you're a coward. Obviously that would be absurd, that would be rude. I'm saying it to a group of people that are actually interested in my message and want my help. And this is what my father said to me. I had terrible bullying growing up. I was bullied so bad to the point where there was occasions where I thought about committing suicide. I went through that at 16. You know, I had knives put to me growing up by people. I got bullied for months on end. And I was too frightened to come forward and get help. I didn't want to, I felt like I didn't want to disgrace myself or be weak. But after a while, I came home, I was crying. I said to my dad, my dad said, you have to stand up for yourself, because it's not nice what's happening, and I know it's frightening you, but you've got to be a man. If you don't stand up to these bullies and fight back, they're going to do it to the rest of your life. And my dad said, you know, you're acting like a coward. And I'll read the definition now of a coward. Right? It's not illegal to say this word. I'll read it. I've got the dictionary definition. You know, and all of the people that cared about me growing up, that have called me a coward or told me I'm not acting like a man, all of them had my best interest at heart. They saved me from suicide. They helped me. So I know I've helped so many men around the world from taking their life, got them out of depression. They're thanking me. If that wasn't the case, then I wouldn't put those videos up. I'll take the videos down, you know. And at the end of the day, no one's perfect here. The people that are accusing me of using that word, I don't see you helping people. I don't see you going out and doing things for charity. I don't see you putting your life on the line and your liberty and making YouTube videos, because you haven't got the guts to do it. It's okay to finger point at me and write messages, but you're not out here doing hard work I've been doing over years. So you're being a coward. and you know it, and that's why you're offended by it. Because I'm not offended by other successful people. I actually admire what they do. So some of it I feel is jealousy. It's a lack of responsibility, and you don't have as bad mental health issues as I had, because you would have been in a mental hospital. So I care. It's genuinely from the heart. I care about people. I care about men. But at the same time, I'm not going to be bullied, or I'm not going to be threatened or manipulated into stopping using that word. I'm not having my freedom taken away, because I'll explain the context. The names I was called in the boxing gym. The trainers, when I first came into Fitzroy Lodge, he told me to. He actually said to me, I said I want to box here, and he said, "Can you fuck off and get out?" I didn't start running out and saying he shouldn't have said that to me. He was testing me. He wanted to see if I was serious, and this man was a good man. He changed my life. So sometimes people take words out of context, and that's what's going on today in our generation. There's just such a lack of honesty and communication. It's how you say things. Any intelligent person can see in those videos, I'm spitting my heart out. I'm really trying to motivate men. I'm really trying to speak to the most honest part of them. And I think it's being honourable. What you have to understand is we're all cowards at certain points in our life. I've been a coward loads of times. And a coward is, the definition of a coward is just someone who is so afraid that they can't act in a situation at a certain point in time to carry out a certain task because their fear gets the better of them. That is a dictionary definition. I'll read it now. Sorry, and I actually like the word because it may offend you, but it makes you move and it makes you not be a coward. Because the hero and the coward, a confident person, the opposite of a coward, is someone who feels exactly the same feelings as a coward, but they're able to find some strength within, and they're able to act on their courage in that moment. What is so offensive about that? I think there's a lot of jealousy. I think people are getting jealous because my message is growing, the impact I'm having is increasing, the positivity, and I've made a massive turnaround from being mentally all myself. So I wasn't a coward when I felt suicidal, and I had a psychotic breakdown. I got help because I got courage, and the people have done a wonderful job. So please don't try and twist my words, man. I'm not here to start promoting and preaching about the amount of people that I've helped, but I do a lot of stuff, man. Loads of stuff that you don't see on camera. But I don't see the people out there that are saying it. I see people saying you've changed my life. Okay, sorry. Find the word. Here we go. I'm going to read this. A few definitions, so we'll read it, right? A coward, right? A noun. A person who is, this is a difficult word to pronounce, contemptibly lacking in courage to do or endure dangerous or unpleasant things. And it's underlined here. They had run away, the cowards. So yeah, it's someone who runs in a situation. They run from fear because it overwhelms them. Man, I've been a coward so many times in my life, but I can honestly say with complete honesty, I'm extremely brave, and I think that's why so many people who follow me really like my message, really trust me, and that's why a lot of people love it. That's why some people don't like me, and I've moved them, I've inspired them. What do you want me to do? Sit here quiet and be selfish and not give that encouragement when it can change someone's life? I'm not going to stop doing that. And no matter how many people try and bring me down or try to make me doubt myself or put negative energy or their own unsatisfaction on me, I refuse. I'm a positive person. So you're not going to stop me from helping people and changing their life. Okay. The literal word of a coward, excessively afraid of danger or pain. So in essence, everyone is a coward. That's part of being human. But I'm encouraging people to be the best person that they could be by facing it. And then when you face it, you unburden yourself from being a coward. That's another word. What does a coward mean? Coward, the use of coward in a sentence. The definition of a coward is a person who lacks courage and turns away from danger. An example of a coward is a man who runs the other direction after seeing a person who needs help. Man, it's right there, and that's not me. A coward is someone who sees another person in danger and runs away. I weren't brought up like that. I was brought up with good values, and I live and die by my values. I believe in my Christian values. If you see another person suffering or in danger, and I know no matter how scared you are, if you can help that person, do it. So I'm not coming on here. I've never done it over the years. I'm not going to put myself down. I'm confident in myself. And I believe in what I'm doing, but I've never come on YouTube. I've never ever said, look at me, I'm perfect. I'm the best, I'm the greatest, and all men are cowards. I've never said that. As a matter of fact, for the intelligent people, most of you are, I'm calling myself out. I'm saying we could all be better. What is wrong with that? And it's the tone in which I'm saying it. And if the guys had a problem, if I had 100% of people saying we're offended, this is affecting us, I wouldn't say it. Because I'd have the courage, I'd put my ego inside and say, well, everyone can't be wrong. It must be me. But it's not me, because only a small percentage of people are offended by me using the word coward. I mean, people get offended by anything. Even when I say, men should be honest with women. They shouldn't use tricks. And I live and die by these values. That's who I'm not changing. When I say that, there's a group of men who don't like that. You can't be liked by everyone, even when you're doing good, no matter what you do. But I'm just going to focus on the positive people. And I've been stopped by fathers who have stopped me in the street. I don't even know who they are. They recognize me and come and shake my hand, and they're emotional. And it's like, you changed my son's life. And one man even said to me, I wasn't sure at first. I wasn't sure if you were honest. I didn't know if you're just another business guy online trying to extort money from people. But my son followed your stuff. I didn't charge his son a penny. The videos are free. And you have changed his life. He said, I want to shake your hand and congratulate you and tell you keep doing what you're doing, because you're teaching men and women and people to be honest and to be more braver. What's wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything I'm doing out of context. There's far worse things being said, and if it offends people, you have to deal with it, because that's how my father was on me. He was strict on me. I didn't always like it, and guys have actually said to me, Johnny, when you said that, at first, it tripped my ego a bit. I didn't like hearing it, but I have to thank you, because I needed to hear this. I've been in depression. I've been making excuses. I've been blaming my parents, or I've been making excuses. I haven't gone out and looked for a job. And after I heard your video, when you said, you effing coward, or be all you can be, get out there, make it happen, I followed your advice, and now I want to thank you, changed my life. And I get people around the world, I don't even take most of it, saying, I want to give you money because you've helped me. Come and stay at my house. Most of the time I say, you don't have to give me. I don't even want anything. All I want to do is just be appreciated for doing the work that I do by people who appreciate me. And those who don't appreciate me, I don't need your approval. I don't need the approval. I've got my own self-respect. And I risked my life doing this. I had a breakdown 2 years ago, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change me suffering a mental breakdown. And I'm not blaming anyone, because of the exhausting efforts that I've put out year in, year out to help and better people. So there's too much positive. The positive outweighs the negative, which is why I'm responding in this video. And look, at the end of the day, I can accept if someone doesn't want to agree with me. I don't want people kissing my ass and agreeing with everything, because my mum's not going to agree with everything I say and do. She'll say that, and I'm not going to agree with anyone on anything. But we don't have to be hateful. We don't have to be malice about it. We don't have to take it personal. So I respect people's opinions. But I'm not going to stop when it's helping so much, because it's changing people's lives. And there has been times where I've took videos down on YouTube because I felt like the video didn't best represent me, or it's something that I've done years ago, and I felt like I just don't feel that is great. I'll take that down, even if it's got loads of views. So I got good integrity, and I'm not going to second guess myself. So and these are the things it changes your life. I'm going to be simple. Would you rather someone lie to you when they know that you can do better than you're doing? What's wrong with that? I'm just going to give you an example. You're single right now. you're in dire depression and pain because you haven't got a girlfriend and you're lonely, you haven't got friends, and you've got no confidence in yourself. But no one says anything. No one gives a shit about you. People just leave you, get on with it. Or people even lie and say, you're doing great. Or would you rather someone like myself who's honest, who says two things? Number one is, you need to get professional help. You have a severe mental. If you don't get help, you're going to get worse. You might get suicidal. You need to get professional help right now. And you need to not be a coward. It's not being a coward asking for help. That's being a man. That's having courage. Or secondly, if I can see someone doesn't have a mental health issue and they're not got a diagnosis and they say, I don't have a mental health issue, Johnny, I'm just afraid of what people think about me. And I don't think I can get a girlfriend. If I said, listen mate, you're being a coward. It's not true. You think you can't get a woman. You think you're ugly. Women don't think this. It's all in your head. It's your own insecurities. Let's cut the BS. Let's get over it. You're being a coward. Go out and face your fear and go and be honest and set an online dating profile up. Go and ask a woman out. Do speed dating. Be honest and get off your backside, face your fear. It's going to change his life. It's been changed my life. So no, I wouldn't treat people any different way that I would treat myself, which is with decency and respect. But I'm not being bullied by other people or blackmailed or emotionally blackmailed. Because this always happens when you're doing well. No one said this when I had 50 subscribers. They're only saying it now because we're on 32,500 subscribers. That's a lot. 32,000 is a lot of people, and that's just subscribers. Views is, last time I checked, was over 5 million views on YouTube. So I get fan mails all around the world, people saying you changed my life, and from people's parents, from older generation. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and if I feel it's right to say coward at the right time, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it again. I'm a coward at times in my life. I want to be a better person. I don't want to be around fake people who kiss my ass and tell me lies because they want me to make me feel good in a wrong way. So I want to be honest with people, and these are that's how my dad brought me up, and I wouldn't be the person I am. It was strict. That's how my mentors told me. I've said before, when I needed help from Freud, I was struggling, and I asked him to be honest with me, and he said to me, the way you're behaving at the moment is negative. You're bringing this on yourself. You're saying that women don't like you. You're saying you're ugly. You're saying that you can't trust anyone in a relationship. They're going to hurt you. You're not acting like a man, Jonathan. I've got to be honest with you, because you're a good person. You're confident. You can get a woman, and you've been around friends that are not honest. They don't have your best interest at heart, and you're acting like a coward. And I've had worse names said to me at school. And he changed my life, and that's someone who cares and loves you. So I love these guys that I'm saying it to, and for people that I may not know everyone in person, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to stop being me, and I'm a man of faith, and everyone is trying to be better. So at the end of the day, you can't please anyone, and it's not against the law. If it was against the law, then I would stop doing it. I don't want to break the law, but I've never been corrected on it. As far as last time I checked, it's not against the law to say someone is a coward in the context that you're trying to help that person to be better. You're trying to encourage that person to get off their backside, get a job, go to university, get a relationship. What the hell is wrong with that? I can't see the sense in it. It's not like I'm saying it to someone. I'm not talking to someone who is so vulnerable that they can't get help. When someone's that vulnerable, I'm saying no, they're not a coward. They might have a clinical mental illness. They need professional help. So there's a difference. There's a difference between saying to someone or a group of people who are asking for help, I'm not forcing you to come on my videos. You don't have to sit there. So you've made a choice to come on my video for a reason. I know I'm charming. I know I'm attractive. But at the end of the day, if you don't like me or if it's personal, that's your issue. I advise you go and get therapy, you think about it, you can be a better person. Because all my mentors, all my heroes, Les Brown, there's so many to mention. They tell the truth, even when I work, all the mentors I've worked with, they've told me things that I didn't want to hear, but they were for my own benefit. So it's because I care. I'm not going to lie and sit there and go, it's great, man. It's fantastic that you're taking drugs and you're throwing your life down the toilet. Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful that you're laying in bed every day and you're not going out socializing. I'm not going to do that. I wasn't brought up like that. That's actually a disservice to people. You're you're leaving someone to basically destroy their life, especially when they're asking for help. So the people that I call cowards are the ones saying, Johnny, we need your help. Why are we struggling, Johnny? Why can't we get a girlfriend? Why can't we break out of it? And I tell them, do you want me to tell the truth? Because you're all cowards. At this moment in time, you're cowards until you face your fear. And that could entail getting help. Some of the guys don't want to get help because of allowing themselves to be cowards. They don't want to go and get therapy, which could save their life. They don't want to talk to their parents. These men need my help. I know what they're going through. I've been in their position. So I'm not better than them. I'm not better than the people that I speak to. But I'm not below anyone. I believe in myself. There's no one I believe that is better than me or above me. I don't believe that. I've got too much confidence and self-respect. So that's my response to anyone who has a problem with me motivating men, being honest with them, at times being passionate, showing tough love. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you can't help someone if you can't be honest. And we all know. We all know growing up that our parents tell us things that we don't always want to hear. Why do they tell us? Because they love us and they care about us. You know, if you've got a child and they're just about to run across the road, or they're not looking where they're going, you're just going to not say anything. Of course, you're going to grab them and say, "Hey, you got to learn to watch the road, or you're going to get yourself killed." So I'm saving a lot of people's lives. You know, and at the end of the day, some people misinterpret things and take it out of context. But like I said, it's only been, it's been about 3 people. I can count on one hand the amount of people who've had a problem with it. 3 people versus thousands of people saying your best videos are the coward ones. And I'm just saying this, right? Christians, all different people, different faiths, Buddhist, Muslims, different people have wrote to me saying they're the best videos, man. They're you know. So it's most people haven't got a problem with it, and you know, if these things weren't said to me, I wouldn't have been able to get a relationship, get a girlfriend. I've had a wonderful time in the years that I've been doing this. It's been challenging, but to help this many people, to meet honest people, to have the courage to put myself out there, which has been a frightening thing to do, because I've got a lot of courage. And I choose not to be a coward. But it's an ongoing battle. So no one's a coward forever unless they choose to be. So I think I've explained my reasons and what my values are and what my motives are. And you've got to bear it in mind. You know, like I said, you guys who say this, you're not really out there. And it takes courage to help people, you know. So, yeah, I can't think of anything else. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to address. Take this time now. Just thanks to the fans. Thanks for all the support over the years. It's been great. You've supported me through thick and thin when I've had my good times. I've always tried to do the best I can to be as honest as I can. As you know, it's scary being an honest person, putting yourself out there, making yourself vulnerable. But when you know you're doing a good thing, you make that decision to take that responsibility. So I accept the criticism that comes. Nothing that I haven't heard before. At the end of the day, these people that have said they don't agree with it, they've got a right to their opinion, rightly so. But I also got a right to disagree with you, and I choose to continue. And it's not like I'm going to say it in every video. It doesn't always feel appropriate, but when it feels appropriate, I'm going to say it. So yeah, you know, it's got guys back in the gym. And when you read the definition, it's not even really that offensive. It's actually like, when you understand the meaning, the subtext, it's actually quite a beautiful thing. It means that we're all human and we all get scared, and we all have an element of a coward in us. I've read it. Read it. Be intelligent. Actually read what the meaning means. It just means someone who gets overwhelmed by fear and they're not able to act in that situation. I've first to say it. My whole life growing up, first 15 years, I was a complete coward. I couldn't go to job interviews. I was too embarrassed, too much social anxiety. I couldn't look people in the eye. I was a virgin until 21. I couldn't get a date. I suffered with depression. I was shy. Everyone tried to help me. My dad, family used to go, "What's wrong with you? Speak." I couldn't speak at parties. I suffered bad. But I don't want any sympathy. It changed my life. It made me a better person. It made me be able to help the people that have had the same struggles. So I'm just going to keep helping the people that appreciate my advice. I'm going to do it for as long as I can. So yeah, all right. Thanks for watching. Become fearless. That's my message. Become fearless. Find that courage in yourself. And I want to say it one more time. Very important I get this across. Any guy at the moment who's suffering with suicidal tendencies, yeah, just want to round this video up and just say thanks for the support, subscribe to the channel, and like I said earlier before, I'm not a professional mental health worker, so I am limited to the amount of help that I can give, but I will give as much help as I can, and I keep saying, listen, I've been through it, man. People can feel comfortable with me because I've gone through it. If you feel really suicidal and you feel completely on your own, I've been through it, man. I've been sectioned in a mental hospital and then got better and been released. And there's no worse feeling in the world when you're going through that. Money, all these things don't really matter, especially for men who feel so scared to open up. Don't be scared. You're a champion. You're not a weak person. I'm incredibly strong. And when you get that help, it's the best thing you could ever do. Your life will be so much better after it saved your life. And if you are not suicidal, I keep saying it, and you're just making excuses and you are able, then get off your backside, stop being a coward, face your fear. All right?